What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me, AB. I got it, smoking and grilling, but check it out. Today, I'm getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is to make a rum cake. Super easy, not a whole lot of ingredients, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. First thing we gonna do is we finna go to this oven. We gonna preheat this oven to 350 degrees. Now, so that I don't over talk it, let's go over these ingredients. Check it out. All-purpose flour. We got 4 eggs. We got vanilla extract. This is baking soda and baking powder. This right here, these are pecans. You know what I mean? Pecans, it depends on where you're from, how you pronounce them. You can put walnut, any type of nut you want to put in there, do that. Except for like regular peanuts, don't do that. You know what I mean? And then listen, we want it to be like super moist, right? So we're gonna put some of this, what does that say right there? That's that vanilla pudding. And then right here, we got canola oil. Canola, you can use vegetable, it's all the same. You know what, just use that. Then we got white granulated sugar. Look, we got a couple of sticks of butter. Just to give it a little balance, you always add a little bit of that salt, right? We're gonna take this, we're gonna spray this in the inside. Then once we got it all, nicely coated, we're gonna take a little bit of, let me grab this right here. We're gonna grab a little bit of this flour. We're gonna sprinkle it in here and we're gonna let it coat this. And this is what's gonna help the cake from sticking. Now look, it wouldn't be a rum cake without the rum, right? Use your favorite rum. I'm using this right here because look, this seems to be like really popular. You know what I mean? Everybody, I don't care what part of the country or the globe you at, everybody know about Captain Morgan's. So we got, listen, you got a set for this, and this right here covers everything on this side, all for the cake, right? This right here is for the glaze, right? So you gotta have some more, that's more rum. We got water, more granulated sugar, and we got butter, folks. Hey, super easy. That's how we gonna do it. You see the ingredients, now let's get it. Okay, so look, first thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and start with getting this coated, right? This is our bundt pan. You guys can get whatever design you have, even the regular, plain Jane one. Go ahead, shake it up. We're just gonna give it a little spray. Now you wanna take just a little bit of your extra flour, not the flour that we measured out for the 3 cups. This is just extra. This is a little bit excessive, but you know what? We're just gonna hit it like this. You know what I mean? And then we just gonna work it down just like this. Okay, and that's how it should look right there. Let's get these pecans together. Now that's up to you how many you guys want to put in there. I'm just gonna get like a little handful, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop these down just a little bit. You know what I mean? We just give it just something like this. This is cool. Now, I'm gonna move that over. We're gonna bring this back into play like this. Hey, and then listen, watch where you put your thumb. You know what I mean? When you're handling this right here. So now, we're just gonna take it, and we're just gonna, just like this. When I tell you it's easy, you know what I mean? You guys will be selling these in no time. That's up to you. Remember, you guys can put as many on here on the top as you would like. But for me, this is about as far as I go when it comes to that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make our batter. First, you just want to get your flour. We're going to go ahead and just add that, right? Then we're going to go ahead. Super easy, folks. I know you're looking at this right now like, can't wait to see the final. Just go ahead and add your pudding mix. Baking powder, baking soda, just a pinch of salt, boom. Get yourself a whisk, and let's just go ahead and blend this and get this mixed together. Just like you see right here. We got that done, now we're gonna set this off to the side. So you'll see we got look, this is all our dry ingredients here, and then over here, we got our bundt cake. Look, it's ready to accept. Now, let's go ahead and make some magic. Okay, so let's get on with this part right here. Now, we got sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and just open these up right now. We just put them in here. When I tell you this is self-explanatory, it really is. You could just look at the rest of your ingredients that you have for your cake, and you just wanna get them all inside, right? Then you want them to be room temperature. I usually, when I'm getting ready to do make a cake, I usually take my butter out and let it sit out for at least an hour, but I like 2 hours. I like it nice and soft. Now I'm gonna do something, this is for all my subscribers, especially the ones that have been with me for a minute, because I don't make a lot of baking videos, right? But they all tell me, make sure that I crack my egg, right? And I put it in a bowl just to make sure that, nice. Now that I'm doing it like this, just to make sure it's good. All right, now we're gonna add our oil, vanilla extract, and then of course, our rum. Just moving this up a little bit, just break this up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use my blender, right? We'll put this here for now. You see that? Hey, you want to start off on the lowest setting. Take your time. We don't want it all over the, the counters, right? Remember, room temperature is key. Now, you're not gonna get this all the way smooth. I mean, you can if you want to stay here and do that, but for me, after you make these for a while, it's gonna be super easy, and it becomes fast once you start adding your dry ingredient to this. I just get everything pretty much, broke down like this. Main thing I'm worried about is getting that butter broke down. Now you can raise it up just a little bit. And now we're gonna add our flour mix, right? I'm just gonna start off by just adding a couple of cups, right? Remember, slow. We'll just get a little bit more. Now you wanna take your spatula. You see all this on the side? Just for my new people, we wanna get all that up. And then by using a glass bowl, we can look down on the bottom and we can see if we see any flour or anything like that down on the bottom. So you see how this is? It's not no pour type of batter, right? So it's thick. Now, you see this right here? For those of you guys who are gonna make this with your kids or whatever, come on, man. You know how we grew up. You take these out right now and you give these to the kids and let them work that batter. Okay, so I'm gonna use my rubber spatula. I'm just gonna drop it in just like you see right here. Now look, this comes with experience. You guys get whatever you can to make your job easy, right? For me, I just take a spoon because we want to get all of the batter inside this bunt pan, right? So, when you use a spoon, I'm gonna show you it serves another purpose. So you can take it and start just, getting this to even out. Hope you guys can see that. Now what I like to do is once I put it in here, I let it settle, right? So I let it sit just like you see it. It's gonna sit once I get everything, evened out. I let it sit inside this bunt pan before I stick it into the oven. I don't know, I'm gonna say about 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, let's go 7 to 10 minutes. Remember, 7 minutes, I'm gonna come back, then we're gonna stick it in the oven. We already got it preheated for 350 degrees. We're gonna go about 55 minutes. My oven is already ready. We're finna put it in. Again, I'm gonna recap it. It's 350 degrees, right? For 55 minutes. Matter of fact, Alexa, set a timer.
For how long?
55 minutes.
55 minutes, starting now.
Okay, here we are. 55 minutes. I can look at it and tell you it's done. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my toothpick. We're gonna just stick this in here like this. Then we're gonna pull it up. Look at that right there. Ah, yeah. Okay, so look, I'm gonna set this off to the side right now, and I'm gonna let it cool just for about 5 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna make that glaze, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and set this, set it on a medium high. Let's do that. We just wanna put some heat in this bowl, right? So we got that coming up to temp. Look, this is real simple. All the rest of your ingredients that you have, we're gonna put these inside. Now, this has been out for a while, so this is gonna melt real quick, right? So we got it under the heat. Once it gets about halfway, then I'm gonna add my water, then I'm gonna add my rum, and then I'm gonna sprinkle in that sugar, and then we're gonna start making that glaze. You'll see it. This is gonna be magic 101. All right, let's go with the rum first. Now we're gonna add a little water. Boy, it smells good. And I'm not even a drinker. Now we're gonna add a little bit of this sugar. Remember, this is cool. Instead of the dump, let's just go like this. See how that's starting to thicken up already? That's from the sugar. We're gonna bring this up to a boil. Okay, so you can see right now, it's starting to come up to that simmer, and then it's gonna turn into a boil. Remember, I got it on medium high. When I see that, look, this is when you wanna go ahead and keep this whisk moving. We're gonna just give it 3 minutes under this heat right here. You see how that's going? I'm gonna reduce it down to medium, just for like the last minute. Remember, all you need is 3 minutes, that's it. You'll see it starting to settle down. And we don't want it to be too thick, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Look at that, you see? It's getting smaller, smaller. Now it's not gonna be a complete glaze where it's like super thick like caramel, right? This is what we want, because we want this to soak into the cake. Now, I got this right here because look, I didn't have a skewer. Thought I had some, but I don't. But we're gonna go ahead and just use the toothpick and just poke a few holes in here like this. And remember, this is on the bottom, right? Look like the top. For all of the, for all of the people that's new, hey, this is not the top, this is the bottom, because we gotta flip it. We just putting some holes just so some of this glaze can, go down. Now, I'm gonna take this, and check this out right here. Now we're not gonna pour all of it. I probably should have said that, you know, a little earlier. This right here, we just wanna get this to soak inside the cake. We're gonna save a little bit because I'm gonna pour a little bit on the top. Now, look at that right there. That's a whole lot of goodness. Just cool, man. Just go ahead and let it drain into the cake. Now we're gonna let it sit just for about 2 or 3 minutes. Once that's absorbed, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna attempt to flip this over. So now you can either get yourself a plate or whatever you have. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Now I got a disclaimer, y'all. This might not work the way, you know, everybody that bakes know. So I put these gloves on because this is still kind of warm. You know, so I'm gonna pick this up. We're gonna flip it over and then we're gonna look at it like that. No matter how it come out, this is how we gonna get down, folks. I got people in the background, they smiling and laughing and all of that, but look, it's going down. So I'm gonna take it, we're gonna flip it. Wait a minute, let me get it, gotta get it comfortable. Now we're gonna flip it over like this. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm not gonna put no holes on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rest of the glaze that we saved, right? And we just gonna pour it over the top just like this. You know what I mean? Just to get it coated. Look at that right there. If that ain't dessert porn, I don't know what is. Hey, happy holidays, folks. That's your rum cake. Oh, boy, you wanna talk about nice and moist? Okay, so there it is, you guys. You guys can see it. Listen, this glaze is starting to be on, you know, by its sitness in it, it's starting to absorb, you know, on the bottom, right? So it'll work its way up. Hey, enough talk. Let's just go ahead and get it. Hey, you can see, look, I've been eating some of this already. You know what I mean? Look at this. Nice, moist. You see it. Hey, cheers, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. Where is my tall glass of ice cold milk? Hold on. Now this right here, this is much better. Tell me what you think about this. I know you guys out here with a, you know, a channel called Smokin and Grillin with AB. You know what I mean? Because when you think about grilling outside, doing all that kind of stuff, right? But yet we here making rum cakes. This is just to show you, listen, if you follow on this channel, it's no telling what I'm gonna be doing right here, and I'm gonna simplify it. I just want you guys to see it, especially if you're new. This right here is a foolproof version of making a rum cake that'll make everybody's eye just jump out their head. All right, now don't forget, I got 2 ebooks. I'll put them down in the comment section below. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pin it in the #1 comment so you guys can check it out if you don't already have it. I got 2 volumes. Hey, and especially with this being the holidays and it's cold, this right here will warm up the body. You're talking about comfort food. Hey, this is it 101. Now with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe, right? You gotta subscribe and you gotta tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, I got a nice rum cake to eat. I got something to wash it down with, and I'm finna get out of here, folks. I'm out of here. Peace.